Hey, what's up everyone, it's Drew. In today's video we're going to be doing a short guide here on how to counter the lance, the rocket lance. I might be doing a mini series here with the Brawlhalla 101, I'm not really sure. But either way, this weapon is very difficult to beat when you're in the lower ranks. Like if you're in silver or gold, you already know that you're probably watching this video and thinking like this weapon is so good, this weapon's broken. And even in like platinum and like silver, gold, and platinum, people play this weapon a lot, and it's hard to deal with, like really hard to deal with. So that's why I'm gonna do a quick guide on how to beat it and how to play against it, what to do against it, who to play against it, and all these other things. But let me get this set up. I don't want any weapon spawns. But oh, how the hell did I get that? Yeah, so lance. So let's look at these moves here. So this is we got sidelight, which goes to sidelight to dair like that. True, I haven't played lance in a while. Got the end light, the down light. So as you can see here, this is the first thing I'm going to talk about. Lance, none of these moves hit in the air, so has no anti-air grounded, meaning that if you're above them right here, the only thing they can do is jump and then do a neutral air. This is the only anti-air that they have, unless you want to count recovery, which is an anti-air, sure, but this is the only thing they can do if you're above them. And granted, this move is really good. You probably saw Samstor's recent video and Toslix talking about. Samstor says this is the spin bot of Brawlhalla, because it's the only anti-air, and it's so good because you can kind of just like fall down and boom. And when they're above you, you can just spam it, and it's really good. So that's I think this is the most annoying move in the game, but it's hard to deal with. You can just spam there. So yeah, that's the first thing. So based off of what I said there, since there's no anti-air, the way you're really gonna want to play against it is kind of float above them and stuff. So you want to be like, for example, we have spear. And this is the enemy over here. I can actually set them to like a lance legend, I guess. So yeah, he's down here, and what you can do, like if you had spear, hold on. You have spear, you can float around him like this, and then either do like a falling nair, a down air on him, falling side air. Like you want to be hitting a lot of the aerial moves, because on the ground lance is really powerful, and it's hard to win because of the long priority of the weapon. Like this weapon will reach so far, and spear already has a lot of like range, but lance just will out prioritize everything, so it's hard to win on like if you both sidelight, probably lance will win, and especially if you have side air or down air. Like lance players like to jump up and then do down air or falling side air, so the best thing to do is kind of just float around above them and hit those down airs. And another thing to take note on is against lance, since the weapon travels with its moves, I'll show you. Since it travels in its aerial moves like sair and dair, you have to play a little bit more passive, because they're coming right towards you. Therefore, this move is so punishable. This down air right here, you can punish it so easily. If you know what's coming, you can get a backdash, they down air towards you, and then you punish them for it. Same with like a side air. If they do this is really easy to punish. The only problem is that it just covers such a big area on the stage because it travels this far. But if you just can barely outrange the move, then it's an easy punish because they're right in front of you. So that's the good thing about playing against lance. So you want to be a little bit more passive, meaning play back far away from them, and obviously don't just stand there and wait. That's not what playing passive is. Like, this is just like you have to kind of float around, like I said, and then wait out their attacks and punish them for their mistakes like down airs and bad sidelights or something. So yeah, and another thing, like if they are approaching you on the ground with sidelight, like this move it's hard to get out of it. Like it takes a while. You see how that's how long I'm spamming jump, that's how long it takes. So it's bad, is what I'm saying. It's bad if you miss it. It can go into some good combos obviously, but if they miss, it's easy to punish. And the one move that also is a little bit annoying is D-Light, because they can instantly throw out a D-Light. And they can do dash D-Light. This is what I would do a lot, but these dash D-Lights. But you just watch out, because if they, like, say they miss this end light, this, either dash end light or D-light, sorry, when you're trying to punish them like this. But yeah. What else? So yeah, you want to play a little bit more passive, jump around a little bit, stay away from them in the meantime, and then the weapon that you would be like the best to play against Lance is, most of you already know, it's Axe. Axe is just the counter to Lance, mostly because of this move right here. If you're playing Axe, this is literally what you have to do. Float around them, hit side airs, hit down airs, but for the most part, these down airs, Lance players can't deal with it. This is why almost all Lance players hate Axe, because Axe is the counter to Lance. It's like hard counters it. You can just do down air D-light over and over again. You can do down air jump, down air. Like if they dodge down, you can do it twice. Yeah, I'll show you, look. See, that's free 3 hits right there if they're dodging down. Even if they're not dodging down, you can still do it. But yeah, so obviously if you're having a hard time against Lance, you're not going to just switch to an Axe Legend. I understand that. If you don't like play Axe, then this doesn't really help you. But I just wanted to let you know that like if you have Axe on your Legend, play this weapon specifically against the Lance. Sorry. So say you're playing Ragnir and he gets his Lance, get your Axe. You have to have your Axe if you want to have the advantage. Because Axe is just so strong against Lance. So yeah, Axe beats Lance, just remember that. So say you hit a Lance player off stage and they do this, see they chart up the recovery like this, and you think, oh my god, that recovery is so good, you can go like so far, and they never die, right? Well, that's actually wrong, because this recovery is actually super easy to punish. Like if this guy's already down there just charging his recovery, and I'm the Ragnir, all I have to do here is 2 options here. If I'm near him, I can go near him, I can side air him, I can do a down air like this, or the easiest way to counter it is if they're charging up the recovery, easy, weapon toss. Just throw the weapon at them. They're screwed then. If you hit them with the weapon toss, they're dead. Their recovery gets killed and they're done. Especially if you hit it before they, like when they're charging it, it's so good. You just like jump down and throw your weapon. If you hit them with your weapon and you're good at that, then they're screwed. So be sure to try to punish those charged up Lance recoveries, because they're just so easy to punish. And if you're too far away and you miss your weapon toss or whatever, and then they're still charging it and they come all the way up, like they let go of it and it's coming towards you, just get high enough so it doesn't hit you, and then down air them like this with like pretty much any weapon. Honestly, you can hit a down air or like a ground pound on some weapon. Like just be ready for it, because it always goes the same distance if they full charge it. So you should kind of get used to how far it goes, and you can punish it for that. Okay, also against Lance is they like to go for those dodge in reads. Like if I do a slide like there, they like to back up and do another one. That's a very common read. A very common read on Lance. Or they can also go like, they can do down air into D-light because they think you're gonna dodge into it, and they can get easy damage off that. So just don't dodge in. In general, you really shouldn't dodge in, but just don't dodge in against Lance. And dodging away isn't very good either, because if you dodge away from this, it's still going to hit you because it just goes that far. So you have to be careful with that too. So what I would recommend you do is dodge up to the left, dodge up to the right, maybe dodge down depending on what it is, but that might not be a good idea either. Just switch them up at least switch up your dodges, but just don't dodge in every time, because that's a very bad habit for lower level or lower elo players, is that they dodge in. He dodges left, meaning in. So this is a very common read on Lance. They just dash back and do another side light. It's easy to do. See, it's just easy and it's free damage. So that's very common. So just don't dodge in. And there's also, you might just dair into D-light, and you might dodge right into that, and then you can get free end light like this. That's pretty much free. So yeah. What else? So, okay, also with Lance, this weapon is not very good off stage, especially if you're above them. The only thing they can do is just nair to keep it safe. this is the only thing that'll keep them safe, and I guess recovery, but not really. So what I'm saying is take the offstage fights against Lance. It's not good offstage, especially if you're playing a weapon that is good offstage, such as gauntlets or spear, or even axe is really good against Lance offstage. You can just hit some down airs, some ground pounds. It's easy to punish axe or Lance offstage. So make sure to give that a try. Even if you're not good at offstage, you should at least try to get better or try to punish Lance, because trust me, it's not that easy to play Lance offstage, and people struggle with that a lot. So you have to make sure you're doing that, because, like, once again, this is the only thing they can do. Okay, what else can I say? Just like I said earlier, you have to be careful with these neutral airs, dude. Some Lance players, if you're above them, it's just all this, because it's the only way they can stop you. So if you bait out one of them and do a down air, you're good. Just play floaty, play a little bit passive, and don't be like, oh, I don't want to play passive because that's stupid. Like, no, this is different. It's different. Trust me. It's not exactly playing passive. It's just playing against Lance. It's how you do it. You have to back up a little bit, float around, make sure you're punishing their moves. Of course, you can aggress sometimes, but you want to make sure you're punishing them. I think that's all, honestly. There's not much else to say. There's specific things that maybe I could tell you, like what to dodge in certain things, but I don't think that'd be that helpful because it'd be too hard to remember. But that's gonna be it. Hope you guys were. I hope this helped you, at least if you were struggling against this weapon, and I hope you take some of these tips and use them when you're playing against Lance, and maybe it'll help you out. But yeah, if it does help you out, give it a like, hit me up with a sub, comment, whatever you gotta do. If you want to follow my Twitch, that's in the description. I would really appreciate that. And you can join my Discord too, which is there always. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me know what weapon you want to see next. If this series does do well, I will continue it and do other weapons. I'm assuming people are gonna say axe next, so I can maybe do that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.